You know that feeling when you've had a crush on someone for, like, forever? I'm talking years here. Well, that was me with Jake. We met in college. He was the guy who always had a crowd around him, the life of every party. And I was the girl in the back of the lecture hall, doodling in her notebook, pretending not to notice him. I remember the first time we spoke. It was during a group project classic, right? I was nervous, fumbling over my words, and he was just effortlessly charming. We became friends, good friends, but that's all it ever was. I convinced myself that was enough. Better to have him in my life as a friend than not at all. Years went by. We graduated, started our careers, but we kept in touch. We'd meet up occasionally, grab coffee, catch up on life. Every time my heart would do that stupid flutter thing, but I buried those feelings deep down. I mean, why risk ruining a perfectly good friendship? Then, one day, out of the blue, Jake called me. He sounded different. Nervous, maybe? He asked if I wanted to grab dinner instead of our usual coffee. I agreed, of course, trying to keep my cool while internally freaking out. That night, I must have changed outfits a dozen times. I finally settled on something casual but cute. Didn't want to seem like I was trying too hard, you know? When I arrived at the restaurant, Jake was already there, fidgeting with his napkin. Seeing him like that made me smile. It was a side of him I hadn't seen before. We talked, laughed, reminisced about old times. But there was this underlying tension, an unspoken something hanging in the air. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, Jake took a deep breath and said, "Sarah, there's something I need to tell you." My heart stopped. This was it. The moment I'd imagined and dreaded all at once. He continued, "I've liked you for a long time. More than a friend. I was just too scared to say anything because I didn't want to lose what we have." I stared at him, processing his words. All this time, he'd felt the same way? I wanted to laugh, cry, scream, maybe all three. Instead, I reached across the table, took his hand and said, "Jake, I've felt the same way, for years." The relief on his face was palpable. We both laughed, the tension melting away, replaced by something new, something exciting. That was 6 months ago. Since then, we've been inseparable. Dating my longtime crush has been surreal. There's this comfort in knowing someone so well, yet discovering new things about them every day. We've had our awkward moments, like when we had our first kiss and accidentally knocked heads, but it's all part of the journey. I won't lie, I was terrified at first, afraid that taking this step might ruin our friendship. But it's been the opposite. Our bond has only grown stronger, deeper. Every day feels like an adventure, and I can't wait to see where it leads. So, to anyone out there harboring feelings for a friend, wondering if you should take the leap, do it. Life's too short for what ifs. It might just be the best decision you ever make.